That's right. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you, wherever you folks are joining us from, folks. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Welcome in the ring. Welcome, 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 wherever you folks are joining us from. Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. We trust that you are well. We trust that you are good, folks. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight, folks. Let's fight. Good to see you guys wherever y'all are joining us from. Good to see each and every one of you. Long story, long story. Good to have you guys here with us. How are you folks doing tonight? It's the night before the day before. Good to have each and every one of you here with us, guys. Peace and power. Welcome wherever you're coming in from around the world. Ringing it twice for you folks. Ringing it twice for you folks. Ganesh, my Paul. How you doing? Folks, it's Ganesh had me on the line long. Let me tell y'all, it's Ganesh had me on the line long. Talking about a whole set of stories. Ganesh Mahipal, MP. Ganesh Mahipal. I said, Ganesh, these people going to want to start the show. He said, let it hold on. You know, let it hold on. We got things for talk quick. If we got to blame anybody, folks, blame the one and only Ganesh Mahipal. Actually, they're on the line long. I tell you, it's a business line, hold up the line. But good to see you folks, wherever you all are joining us from. Folks, really and truly, the truth of the matter is, the real truth. As a family member used to say, the real truth. I started getting ready for flag raising. You know? I say, you know what? These people are ice pass people. These jagabats, the ice pass people. I start dressing for flag raising. I can teach them a lesson. Good to see each and every one of you. Politics, wherever you folks are joining us from. We are happy you folks are here with us. Pace and power, boots on the ground. We trust that you guys are well. We hope it is so. We hope it is so, folks. We hope it is so. Happy Republican anniversary, folks. Happy Republican anniversary to each and every one of you. Mala Pandey, we're happy you're here. Pace and power, Jamal Aziz, Ingrid King, Debbie Hohenkirk, Diane, Claudette, Jennifer, good to have you here. GT Boy, we see you as well. Good to have you. Stacy Wade, good to have you. And I see Angel is there too. Good to have you, Angel, and all the other folks who are joining us around the world. Good night. Let's fight. Let's fight. We got a lot to share with you. Angela Jordan, we see you there as well, folks. We got the fight guard set. We got it ready. We trust that you guys are good. We got it set. That's what I'm telling you all. We set. We fired up. And we're ready to go. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button, good folks. And let me go down the road. Good folks. Let me go down the road. We're fired up, and ready to go. Where y'all there? Some of y'all we got waiting now. Donald Abrams, you there with me? You share the live yet? Leslie Hamilton. Have you shared the live? How y'all doing? Yvonne Daly, Sister Mercy, Wendy Denny. Good to have you. Beverly Romaine, Rachel Wolford. Kwana Bingo. How you doing, Kwana? Good to have you here as well. And Simone Greaves. Good to have you. Simone say there. Ring the bell one time for all the people who there. Cecilia, good say rock and come in. Got to ring it one time for all the folks who can rock and come in as well. Folks, we got quite a few things in the fight carry we want to share with you folks. In addition to the lies of Irfan Ali, and I'm telling you all, they're stepping up. The PPP stepping up. And there was an incident this afternoon at the Region 4 office there during the flag raising ceremony. They're stepping up. They're stepping up, folks. They're stepping up. We're going to cover all of that, folks. We're going to cover all that. We trust that you guys are great. We trust that you guys are well. Look at a couple of the things we're going to be covering this evening. We got some speedboat problem. We're not speedboat problem. The speedboat is actually going to be a solution over the weekend. The Trumps are in trouble. The usual. We can talk a little bit about what transpired this afternoon at the flag raising ceremony. Region 4 and our brother from another mother, Daniel Siram, did an excellent job with the presentation that he made. We're going to be talking a little bit about that as well. And folks, like, is everybody doing weed? Like, is everybody doing cocaine? You know when the PPP come back. Nipsey's in the news back again. We're going to be talking about that. Good folks, share the live, smash that emoji button. Let's get ready to go, folks. Let's get ready to go. You know, some of y'all holding us back. We're watching those shares, and the people are telling us we cannot come up the mark for them little shares. We can't do it. Y'all think it's them little PR show? Folks, this is the night before the big day. Y'all got to be out here looking 10. Don't do it. Again, if I'm looking thin for their life, but don't get me looking thin. We are happy that you folks are here with us. We are happy. Michaela Andrew Coates, Stacey Ann Stoll, Gail Ali Cook, good to see you. Pace and power, folks. Good to have you here. The guy said share the live. They said don't come off the mark until these folks share the live. They said I got time tonight because tomorrow's a holiday. Nobody gonna get up and go to work. So don't come off the mark until they share the live on Facebook. They send some of the links from YouTube to WhatsApp, to the Facebook profile, to the pages. They do what they gotta do. So we hold on you folks. We hope we just see a couple of shares on Facebook. Come on, pick up the pace. Ganesh, call them. You like call people Ganesh. Call them and tell them pick up the pace. Call them and tell them to pick up the pace. Please and thank you. Welcome in the ring. Those of you joining us, we're giving you a second day to share the live, to smash the emoji button, folks. Come, let me go down the road. We're fired up and we're ready to go. We trust that you guys are as well. Pace and power, respect and manners. Be ready to head to work. But it's y'all holding me back. Don't do it. Don't do it. I said don't do it. I get vexed now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on, hold me shut, the man. Hold me shut, guys. Hold me back. Hold me back. Some of the nonsense y'all do the recent, you know. Some of y'all getting a little complacent. Some of y'all behaving like some some of y'all get yard tendencies, you know. Some of y'all get yard tendencies. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, folks. Stop it right now. We trust that you folks are well. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button. The folks tell me, hold. They're coming through. Don't move yet until they share the live. Until they smash that emoji button. Loretta, you good? Michelle, you good? Loretta, Yvonne Daly, you good? Yeah. Avoid some people. Avoid some vexation to the spirit. Renwick Ram, vexation to the spirit. I know what I tell you. They're on your Medi. Clive Jackson. They're on your Medi. We off the mark, folks. I'm sorry for some of y'all. We off the mark. We fired up and we are ready to go. And you all know, folks. You all know by now where we're going from here. You know by now where we're going from here, folks. Yeah. The opener. Listen to this man, this here now. And tell me if this fella's a leader. Irfan Ali. I ain't waiting. I'm telling you. Irfan Ali. Well, you all know the EITI suspended. The EITI suspended. You know the EITI suspended. You know why? Jesus of mercy. It's when you deal with the NDR search. The EITI. This is the extractive industry international body that gives oversight for transparency, for accountability, for good governance. The EITI, they overlook what happens in the extractive industries. They want a fair, they want a level playing field. But the people just suspend me. 2 years in this administration, the people have suspended us. And you know what? The Jagabat ain't taking no responsibility. The trench crapo ain't taking no responsibility whatsoever. He ran out this afternoon because he know we can dance tonight. He ran out this afternoon. He's making a whole host of excuses. That's how the yard foul is behave. A whole host of excuses. Well, folks, everyone, y'all know they got a yard foul at the Regional Democratic Council Region 4 as well. We're going to circle back to a whole yard foul over there. We'll let you deal with fun first. He ran out, taking no responsibility. Everything going wrong. Let me say and penalize him now. Next time, listen to him. Jagabatism at its best. Jagabatism at its best. Transcrapoism at its best as well. He ain't taking no responsibility. Things are going wrong. Oh, I spoke with this body. I said that. I have insisted. Nobody's being penalized. He said next time. He said next time. How can you trust these folks? How? Here is the opener. You run out this afternoon. Listen to him. Listen to him with an open mind. I know some of y'all go vex. Some of y'all go vex because y'all can't take it. Y'all can't take it. We ain't too far behind. Look, you run out this afternoon. Here is the opener tonight. Ladies and gentlemen. Catfish himself.
I've made it extremely clear that this government stands resolutely and strongly behind every single institution that promotes transparency and accountability. We will spare no effort in advancing transparency and accountability in everything we do. In relation to the EITI report, I've already made it clear that it is unacceptable to have a delay in the submission of our report. Notwithstanding the fact that an extension was given by EITI Secretariat to May this year, to have that report completed by May this year, we still should have been in a position to have that report submitted. Notwithstanding the fact that all countries were given an extension in 2019 as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, and in our case, extensive floods in the forests, in the hinterland, that obstructed data collection. The pandemic that brought with it its own circumstances. I've made it very clear that I would not tolerate delays in the presentation and submission of our reports. In examining the cause and effect of this delay, I found out a number of things. One, that the government of Guyana, in keeping with its mandate and in keeping with its commitment to transparency and accountability, hired an independent administrator to complete the report. However, for 4 months, the multi-stakeholder group, the MSG, had the TOR for this administrator on hold, on pause. That is, they did not approve the TOR for the international administrator. This begs the question whether there are persons on that group with ulterior motive. It is not after 4 months that we are able to have the TOR agreed upon, with 2 persons abstaining. This is unacceptable. To put a country reporting framework at stake, to try to damage the government's credibility, is not being a good citizen. For 4 months, the TOR for the international administrator was delayed, was not approved. I'm, however, very pleased that we now have full approval and that the work on completing the report will be done expeditiously, long in advance of the extended period that was approved by the EITI Secretariat. I want to make this very clear, that Guyana was given an extension by the EITI Secretariat as communicated to me by the Minister. I want to further say that Guyana stands committed in working with the EITI Secretariat in fulfilling our responsibility and our mandate. And we are going to further strengthen the MSG to ensure that the credibility of Guyana, to ensure the work in relation to transparency and accountability of our natural resource sector is not affected by ulterior motive or desire. The only desire of this government is to have strong monitoring framework. Our future is built on such mechanism. The development of the natural resource sector is built in such mechanism. That is why we have put one of the first country to put a mandatory jail time for the non-disclosure of information in the oil sector. I want to assure every Guyanese that the level of irresponsibility in missing the deadline, though there are circumstances that would have affected the collection of data and the work in preparation of the report, that the circumstances that prevented us from submitting the report within that deadline will not be tolerated and accepted. One or two persons cannot drag an entire country and its credibility at stake. No. I have made it very clear to the sector that this will not reoccur in the future, and that persons will be exposed and held accountable. Thank you.
I am happy Irfan came out with his pajama. I am happy he came out with his pajama to talk to us. You know, I'm happy. When in the bedroom, he roll out in his pajama. He says unacceptable. Folks, that's one thing to do. One thing, submit a report. One thing. But you know what? I wish we had some time to unpack this. They removed the competent head of the EITI in Guyana, the competent head, Dr. Rudy Jadapat. And now he's blaming everybody. He blamed the flood. He blamed the rain. He blamed the septic tank. He blamed sugar price. He blamed the fact that fish scarce. He blamed rat poison. Everybody for their incompetence. Mind you, all of that, people are embarrassing them. People are doing this, people are doing that, but they're moving nobody. No one's in road. He said next time. He said next time. Next time. I'm watching you all. I'm watching you. I wish we had time to examine this. He says sabotage. Some of them trying to make the government look bad, but nobody moving. Nobody moving. He said next time. I warning y'all. Y'all embarrassed me for the last time. He said no. I can show EITI. We are going to submit the report long in advance of the extended deadline. I said that's a win. There's a win for us. Irfan sees that as a win. We are going to submit the late report long in advance of the extension they give us, so we can get high marks. They don't care about transparency, folks. They don't care about good governance. And definitely, they don't care about accountability. Irfan telling me all that, according to him, going wrong at the EITI Guyana. This is the oversight body for the extractive industries, the extractive industries locally. All that he has spent 7+ minutes talking to us about, going wrong, but nobody moving. You know why? He can't fire nobody. He can't fire a damn soul. He doesn't have the authority. He got to go to the boss. I said, may I? Could I? Listen to how he talks about the country he manages. I have found out that the government of Guyana, you see government he's talking about, you know, I have found out that the government of Guyana has installed me. I have found out that this is madness. This is madness. Here's the first thing that's unacceptable. The first thing that is unacceptable. I wish we had some time to just unpack this alone, but we got to go into some other stuff. I wish we had some time to deal with the fouls. I wish we had some time, but we got to turn our attention to some things happening around the world. Good folks, Trump, the special counsel that is pursuing an investigation into former President Donald Trump, it's just subpoena children. It's just subpoena children. I wish we had some time to dig in to the trench capos, the tadpoles. I wish we had some time to dig in to the catfish and unpack the foolishness. If just tell me there. I wish we had the time. Who's sharing the damn live? Who will smash that emoji button? Trump in trouble, you know. When Uncle Sam see coming for you folks, He coming for you. Good? When Uncle Sam see coming for you, he coming for you. Trump in trouble. Trump is in trouble. Look at some of the other things we're covering this evening, folks. Moving quickly, folks. Election fraud. This is related to Trump. This is really, you think we talk about PPP, we come by them. Hold on, we're coming to them. Election fraud, they're telling us, folks, the guys are telling us, yep, an ex-Arizona, I don't like deal with ex-nothing, you know, an ex-Arizona Attorney General held back records that could have disproved Trump's electoral fraud claims. You know the things, some of these jagabats and trench capos, some of these yard fowls are willing to sell the soul for, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, but it's still going down, you know. Them boys still going down, you take it easy. Right? They're going down with the ship. They don't have the slightest clue. Covering for Trump? Madness. Madness. It's what happened to these AGs, though. Like AGs is the same all over the world. But like AGs is the same all over the world. With the exception of Basil Williams, of course. With the exceptions of Uncle Basil. Of course. Of course. You know what they're telling us? You know what they're telling us? Oh my God. People can sell their soul in this place, you know. Mark Branovic, or Vich, former Attorney General Mark Branovic, he failed to release documents that showed his office investigation into the 2020 US elections did not find evidence of widespread fraud in his state. Arizona, wicked, stink and dirty. This sounds so much like the PPP. Like he trained under them boys. Like he trained under them boys. You better watch yourself. You better, this time turn attention on he. Then he gonna know. He did not submit information that showed in his state, Arizona, they have no big widespread fraud. Yep. Wickedness. Wickedness. Is who to get finger with the ID card story here? Is who? Yep, 60 years, folks. 60 years. Who on the fight card? 60 years for the gentleman who killed Nipsey Hussle. 60 years. 6-0. 6-0. Talented fellow. You all know him. Rapper Nipsey Hussle. Killed, shot down in front of his store a couple of years ago. 60 years they have given the fella. I tell you, I heard Uncle Sam see coming. He is coming. Right? He coming. A Los Angeles judge sentenced the fella for the gunning down of Nipsey Hussle to 60 years to life in prison. Just today, folks. Just today. Yep. Sentence was one Eric Holder, 33, found guilty of the 2019 first-degree murder of the 33-year-old Grammy-nominated hip-hop artist outside his clothing store. Yep. 60 years. How you all feel about that? Justice has been served? I know we got some Nipsey fans. Has justice been served? Justice must not only be done, you know. The last sentence must appear to be done. Yvette Madu, Joan, Adrian, and all you other fine and fantastic folks. 60 years. He got some time now to go and reflect on his actions. Has some time to go and reflect on his deeds and turn to the Savior. We all know in the region, folks, like it's Wild Wild West in the whole region. Like it's the Wild Wild West in the region, folks. Well, look, story here, the man. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. This is St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Shot fired in they tell us, in Soufrière. This is the capital of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They tell us, am I right? Is it the capital? Am I right, folks? I don't want to tell you the wrong thing because we pride ourselves here in valid, credible information. Right? They said one man is dead and another is critical. Wild Wild West. Soufrière, that's the name of the place. My God, it just came back to me, you know, folks. I'll see the moment there. Soufrière. That's the name of the place. One shot dead and one critical. This is St. Vincent and the Grenadines territory. We hope things get better there. Come on, Ralph. Come on, Ralph. Y'all know Ralph doing a bundle of nonsense. A bundle of nonsense. You know what else we're following, folks? Oh, my God. The gun violence in the Caribbean. Puna in Trinidad and Tobago. It's not spared. They had their own session there. 2 men were shot multiple times in Puna. Multiple times over there. I almost said down there, but over there. Less than an hour flight from where we are. Multiple times, folks. So we got shots fired in Soufrière and shots fired in Puna. You know, I must have back the politicians from St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the show. I must have them back. Folks, just last night, Residents in Walter Lane in Tulapuna, they reported hearing shots just after 11:30. By the time the police came, the injured men were rushed to the Eric Williams Medical Complex for emergency treatment, and the investigations are continuing. Wild West. Can you imagine them by sitting down in the Caricom heads of government meeting and they're saying, hey, you see, it's not just we. Them boys get trouble by them too. That's what they tell them. Fire in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Tulapuna, just outside of the capital there in Trinidad. Shooting too. Yeah, that's how it's going down. Wild West. St. Lucia is a big boy now. Yep, 44, St. Lucia is celebrating its independence anniversary, believe it or not. And all the Lucians who are with us, happy anniversary, happy independence anniversary. They're getting big now. They're getting big. The smell of the sweat. The theme for this year's independence is one people shaping our destiny. Yeah. One people, one nation, one destiny. The Barbie thing. Notice they went with one St. Lucia. They said, don't come around funny with the. Don't come around with let me have full business. They went with one St. Lucia, one people, but they want the whole rest shaping our destiny. We can take it, sir. Congrats to you guys and all the St. Lucians. All of our Lucian brothers and sisters, congrats to you good folks. We trust all is well. Celebrate. Then back to work. When we do 592. Well, you know from this point, it's all downhill. Y'all would know from this point, folks, it's all downhill. We lying, you know that. Yeah. Them boys in charge, what do you expect? You can see them back in all just now. What do you expect? It's just another day. As soon as we come wrong by them boys, it's problems. Trouble in the dance. Trouble tonight. Look some of the things we're following. Locally, folks, money got for Mac. I tell you, who pushing coke now? Things are tight. Doing weed, doing ganja, doing marijuana, doing cannabis. That is where we are. Good folks. Look story here now. We had a big haul. You see? Folks from with 3 pounds. It's what they with like the people want to forget the sorrows tomorrow. Like the guys want to forget the sorrows tomorrow. That's what they're telling us. 3 pounds. 2 of them were from win. You see? And some of y'all stereotypical. I know you haven't done see some rasta men. Look story now. What's trouble now? Take now. Folks, this is like the new national pastime hustle. Here's the new national pastime hustle. Everybody pushing a little cocaine. Everybody pushing little marijuana. Everybody pushing little cannabis. That's what they tell us. Now these two, the folks try something. Chacha Paul Singh, a.k.a. Dutchie, 39, from Commons Lodge. Commons Lodge getting back since they left there, you know. Yeah. Now you got Anissa, Isfahani. Yep, 24. 3 pounds of cannabis, like the plan to have nice time tomorrow. They plan to have some nice time tomorrow. Yep. It's the most unlikely people, you know. It's the most unlikely people. I want who to get it from and who they sell it to. You will be surprised, Pollyanna Shorts. You will be surprised. Glenn Ford, Gordon and Arnold Spencer, Chanel Wells. You will be surprised, Leslie Hamilton. Folks, share the damn life, man. No shucks. Tomorrow is holiday. Smash that emoji button for us, guys. And let me go down the road. That's about the things we're following. Money got for Mac. For your information, folks, and guidance. FYI. For information and guidance, good folks. They are telling us the Demerara Harbor Bridge is going to be down for a little bit. And the ferries, folks, the speedboats are going to be working overtime. Those of you like Ganesh who live on the west side, like Ganesh Mahipur who lives on the west side, you're going to want to take note. You is going to want to take note. The water taxis are going to be available. That is what they're telling us. The bridge is going to be down for repair. I hope it's not a $1 billion repair again. It's not smash into the bridge this time. They didn't say. They did not say much. You see, they did not say much. But gotta be something smash into the bridge. They're going to be closing it, folks, for emergency repairs. And as soon as we know more, guys, of course, you're going to know more as well. That's what they're telling us. It's going to be closed for repairs. We're watching that. Good folks. And we're going to have some more for you. And I think that comes into effect from tomorrow. I'm trying to find at the place in my notes. Folks, it's pace and power here, you know. Trying to find the place, trying to find the space in the notes. Yeah, because I want to give you all valid, credible information. Oh, they must be tired with me, they said here. They must be getting ready to fire me. And they said here, because I can't find my place in the note. But who vex? Well, even big people got to be patient. When you're dealing with big people, you got to be patient. They're telling us, folks, consequent upon the closure of the Demar Harbor Bridge, the Demar Water Taxi Service will remain operational for a 24-hour period beginning at 11:59 on Saturday, February 25th. See, it's a good thing I said tomorrow. Saturday, February 25th from 11:59 p.m. Good. Right up until the 26th. Right up until the 26th. So FYI, folks. FYI. That's what they're telling us. It begins on Saturday, so you're going to know how to plan around that. You're going to know how to plan around that. I know you're going to have some delays because, you know why? Yep. Plenty of things don't work on time. We can't even send a report, a simple report to the EITI. How are we going to do more? How are we going to do more? That's what they're telling us. The 24-hour water taxi service kicks in on Saturday, 11:59 p.m. Respect and manners. We saw this and we thought we ought to say it. Respect and manners. It was deserving of that. It was deserving of that. Caricom just crawled out from under the rock it was in, and over there last as a government meeting, Caricom has reaffirmed its support for our border row, according to them, with Venezuela. Yet they reaffirmed their support on the eve of our Republican anniversary, reaffirmed its support for us in this matter. Yep. So you tell me if them boys step up in Venezuela, Caricom can send their security team to help us. Oh, that's so nice. It's so nice to hear. Thanks. They've reaffirmed their support. Yep. You know Caricom got some of them. I hope you all know, folks. Caricom got some of them. Who? Moving on. Caricom got some of them. We can figure them out another day. We buy them boys. Look, story in them. It's full animal farm, you know. It's the black belly sheep, the Brahmin bull. Yep, the big giant black chicken. It's the whole animal farm out, folks. It's the whole animal farm. Well, look, story now. Moving so quick, folks. Prostitute. You know them, Joan Adrian, Chanel Wills, Beatrice Selby, Vashti. You all know them, cross T of the truth. It's for truth that's cross. It's a hybrid. Cross the truth. That's what I'm telling you. Cross the truth. I ain't telling you. Them boys come back. Them boys, yeah, full behavior. Them boys find a whole helicopter. Lie. It's a front level for them. They're telling us that they have arrested 2 at this illegal gold mine where this helicopter was found. They have arrested 2. We can be following up to see what happened to them. It's not the arrested, though. It's not the arrested, the conviction and so on. Y'all know it's lie. Yeah, no, if a helicopter get abandoned. It's the friends who pushing drugs. Left something for them. Left a blind for them. It's the friends. You know it's true. Alison Cortez, they left a blind for them. Yeah. Left a blind for them. Helicopter. Right? That's what they're telling us, folks. They've arrested 2 persons, and according to them, they have closed down the illegal mine. Heard it all before. Love is a 2-way street. Yep. It's not like listeners. Give you the best years of my life. Yeah. Folks, a little vex. Y'all might run out. Folks, I know what is Republican anniversary doing to them. He run out. He vex. He say he see no progress on these fraud cases coming out of the protracted electoral period that we've had. You know that they have charged a number of people for electoral fraud. But I didn't run out. He said he ain't seeing no progress. I figured the Chief Justice felt the same way. Other than the lad had brought a case. What's the name of the case, Ganesh? Some sharp people. It's right there. When they use this driver, who was his cousin? You see the incestuous government these people are? You see, I'll give you all a hint. It started with the fellow name started with the H. Hollander. He wanted to show there was what? Rigging in the election. Chief Justice said, Arnold, this thing is better for election petition. He said, I got the evidence, I can bring it. That's when he took Mingo to court. He got the evidence, he can bring it. The day before the Chief Justice was ready to hand down her ruling, she asked him, you got the evidence still, my brother? He said, yes, I'm bringing it tomorrow. Which evidence? He had nothing. He had nothing. He wants to know why. He's not seeing any progress. With these fraud cases, well, the people must go by the evidence store and buy the evidence. They can fabricate it. So he's about to write to the DPP. This is strange. Folks, these guys will have you believe. They got all of these pomp and ceremony and protocols. He's going to write the DPP. Like he don't pick up his phone and call the DPP. Like he don't pick up his phone and call the DPP and say, Ali Hack girl, how was he doing by the CIOG there? Everything go down the side? What happened in these cases, man? He would always believe. He don't pick up his phone and call Shalima Ali Hack. That he's going to write her. I can imagine when Ali Hack see he let her punch this say, look at my brother Adil here. Formalities. Ali Hack, let him wear. He wants to know why he's not seeing progress. You think they able? You think they able? He wants to know. Who don't know? Who no? We know these are trumped up charges. There's no evidence to be found. He has had evidence, the case the courts would already convict the people. Stink wicked and dirty. Moving on in fight care, folks. But look story here. Look story here now. You think them boys easy? You think they easy? They're telling us they got satellite monitoring. The EPA telling we they get satellite monitoring for who? For who, folks? For ExxonMobil. Yeah. Little people, EPA. But them people that they got there, them you said the people, friends, family, favorite. And then the other said, friends, family, and favorite. And then the other said, they try to tell me, they get satellite for track ExxonMobil's activity out there, 200 miles out, in the exclusive economic zone. The people says Netflix, they're watching all day. Netflix, they're watching all day on the satellite. Watching who? You can watch ExxonMobil. You think ExxonMobil started this business yesterday? You can't get to some 2-bit company for rent you a satellite, for take out a selfie with yourself and watch little Netflix, and you can watch ExxonMobil. Folks, this country is not a real place, you know. When these boys in charge, it's not a real place. It is not. It is not, folks. It is not. We'll give you all some more on that later on. Share the damn live, man. Smash the emoji button and let me go down the road. The best is yet to come, folks. We there. Folks, we there today. All those independents, all of those NDCs, RDCs, and the municipalities as well. They're having their own flag raising, and so we decided today we were going to go and be part of what's happening there at Region 4. You know who's the chairman there? Chairman Daniel C. Ram, folks. He is the chairman there. I want to tell y'all, the PPP acting up. They're acting up, good folks. They're acting up. It's going to be a long night. The PPP acting up. I mean, having it. We're having it. They were on full display today. Everything was going nice. You had camaraderie there. It's our 53rd Republican anniversary. We went to fight them. We went to celebrate how far we have come as a nation. Everything was going good. And then them boys start acting up. But before we get to that, and you'll see just now, Chairman Daniel C. Ram gives such a good presentation. Right? And then by effects with that, they had to act up. I want to see respect and manners to Daniel C. Ram, Chairman of the Regional Democratic Council for Region 4. Doing an excellent job there, but he got some of them boys to deal with. Some cockabellies, some yard fowl, some jagabats, some Jebusites, some Hittites. He got some of them to deal with, folks. He got some of them. Listen to some of what Chairman C. Ram said yesterday. And then, folks, what followed next was so disturbing. Take a look, good folks. Take a look and take a listen.
ceremony, Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister, the Honorable Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister of Health, members of Parliament in our presence, the Honorable Amanza Walton Desir, Dr. Karen Cummins, Ms. Catherine Hughes, Ms. Tabitha Sarabu Hali, and the Honorable Sheriff Duncan, regional councillors present, regional executive officers, members of the regional administration, chairpersons of neighborhood democratic councils, councillors of neighborhood democratic councils, students, staff, members of the discipline services, and of course the media and all, was it Mr. McKenzie, well-wishers? Well-wishers here today. Good afternoon, everyone. I think we went to sleep again. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. We go for a third time. 3 times is a charm. Good afternoon, everyone. Look, now we feel like we've been emancipated and Republicans again, right? So let me get straight into it. Greetings. I'd like to thank everyone this afternoon for joining myself along with the Regional Democratic Council, Demerara Mahaica Region number 4, for this commemorative ceremony held annually at the RDC in commemoration this year of our 53rd Republic Celebrations 2023. Congratulations, Guyana. Today is more important as I also give greetings for Ash Wednesday to all Guyanese, with especially our Christian brothers and sisters, as they commence a period of reflection and prayers. Please don't forget your other brothers and sisters during reflection and prayers. Some of us may need it more than you do. Also, this week is a very auspicious week. We're talking about Republic at the 53rd anniversary. But however, on Monday, the 20th of February 2023, was the 100th birth anniversary of the co-founder of the People's Progressive Party, the first Minister of Education, the first Prime Minister of Guyana, and the first Executive President of the Cooperative of Guyana. And this is no other than the esteemed gentleman and respectable, remarkable leader, Lyndon Forbes Sampson Burnham, OESC. I take the time to bring these greetings to you this afternoon because it's amazing what we as Guyanese have as history. And sometimes we don't take the time to chronologize them or record them properly and even pass them on to the new generations that are coming. So please bear with me as I share with you some points this afternoon in my brief remarks. One of the things I have on the list here to discuss is social cohesion. And this is a term that we normally throw around the place. You know, big Benabs, one people, one nation, one Guyana, one destiny, and of course, the new slogan by the new government, one Guyana. But I must say that if you want to see social cohesion, you must come to Region 4. Here we have a dynamic region which is diverse in every sense. We transcend the boundaries of ethnicities, politics, social economic standards, religion, and all aspects of division within our country. And here in the Demerara Mahaican region, we can say we stamp out everything. And we extend that hand, that cordial hand of friendship, love, and unity, always. And I thank you for being here this afternoon to taking part in this friendship, love, and unity. Congratulations to all of you for being here. At the Demerara Mahaica region, we practice something called inclusionary democracy. We're comprised of 35 councillors from varying backgrounds and varying political parties. But we provide policies which are taken from the national agenda from central government, and we ensure that we bring the necessary relief, assistance, and further development to every single Guyanese in the region and throughout Guyana. Because if you live in Region 4, wherever you live, you have to pass through Region 4 for some reason or the other. So we have 2 ministers of us, a past Minister of Health and a present Minister of Health, and they can tell you how burdensome it is, especially in Region 4, having all of our health facilities being operable, not only to provide services for citizens of Region 4, but to the wider scope of Guyana in all areas, from basic to the tertiary provision of medical services. And we thank you both for that very much. Congratulations to you both. You know, something I must impress this afternoon, but that I'm not a friend, and I detest something called petty politics, immature politics in this day and age. You know, at this point in time, I extend the hand and I shake the hands of everyone who is on board and all stakeholders who are willing to work towards making Guyana better, and more importantly, making the Damara-Mica region better. So as we sit here, I say to you, let's all work together. Let's shake hands for a united Guyana. Let's harness the new petroleum industry that we have to provide the economic relief for all Guyanese, every creed and color, every religion, every ethnicity. This is not just a mantra your regional chairman is speaking to you here this afternoon. This is my earnest wish for everyone here to live in prosperity, you know, to bring that better life, that good life that each and every one of us deserves. We're sitting here and we're at this building. We're coming up with policies. The administration is executing projects so that we can have a future generation that lacks nothing that we're looking forward to. So that we can improve both social and economics to all stakeholders. And this is what I'm talking about, all stakeholders being on board. The opposition, the government, private sector, non-governmental organizations, everyone working in the same direction. Because if we're in a boat and we're paddling in separate directions, we're going nowhere very quickly. So let's move ahead from that, and let's ensure that we, again, extend that hand of that cordial hand of friendship for love and unity as we commemorate this 53rd Republic celebration, for which we can work together despite our differences in a time that needs us to work together, in a time despite our differences. We have here representatives from the government, we have here representatives from the opposition, and I'm proud to see everyone sitting under this big tent, as we all should as Guyanese. I speak from a position at this region because we have a lot of consultations going on. My administration here, along with the council, we believe in consultations with everyone, discussion with everyone, leading to informed decisions being made. I see Councillor Moria nodding his head because sometimes we butt heads a lot in the boardroom, in our boardroom here, and that is because we have differences. But I was reminded yesterday by a gentleman that democracy is messy and it cannot be tidy all the time, but we work through those differences to bring the necessary relief, assistance, and further development to all Guyanese for the greater good of all Guyanese. So I say to you this afternoon, my mantra is unity. Whether you say one people, one nation, one destiny, whether you say one Guyana, my mantra is unity. And I say to you that as long as I'm your regional chairman, and as long as I'm here, right, we will not have any divisions within Region 4, at any political level, at any ethnic level, at any religious level. And we will continue with the mantra of unity, love, and peace as we go forward. I thank you all for being here this afternoon once again. I thank you all. I see the smiling faces that I don't want to stop speaking. But I must leave way for the other speakers to come to make their remarks here this afternoon. And I thank you all once again for being here. God bless us all. God bless the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. And a happy Mashimani to everyone. Minister, please, before I leave this podium this afternoon, in the spirit of one Guyana, and I know she's not prepared, but I must ask Ms. Catherine Hughes to make some brief remarks. I know I put you on the spot now, very brief remarks before we go on to the other speakers. Thank you very much, Ms.
You hand me the mic now. So I'm not chairing this meeting. So I'm the chairman of this meeting.
Excuse me.
I am the chairman of this meeting.
Excuse me.
I am the chairman of this meeting. I don't want it again. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Mr. Chairman.
Excuse me, Ario, you gotta know something is wrong. Minister, this is how we're buying it.
There is a program, and it's not on the program. The chairman.
No. This makes sense. This makes sense.
Yes, and we need to stick to the program. It is the program.
Yes. I ain't deaf on this stupidness here.
This is nonsense.
You can receive a apologize. You just
Well, y'all see story there? Y'all see story there? I tell y'all they're acting up. Can you imagine that? A chairman of an RDC spontaneously calls on a member of parliament who is there to give some remarks, and the microphone is snatched from him. Y'all saw that? Y'all said story that was just me. Huh? You saw that? CC Forbes, the thing was going great all the time. Jackie Cameron, Bonita Elise Parker, you saw that? Audrey Hickens, Griffith, I like the Hickens part. Sister Mercy, you saw that? Andrea Jackman, you saw that? And they like to call us hooligans and thugs. Now, together, in this one Guyana, we assembled under that tent to recognize 53 years as a republic, and a female member of parliament is asked to say a few words. She isn't on the program formally, but I'm certain the chair can use his discretion. The chairman of the region, you all saw that? Well, folks, some of our member of parliament who were there spoke to us, and this rude, out of place action by this PPP hooligan, the REO of Region 4, they spoke to us. Some of them who were on the ground. This is Tabitha Surabo Haley. Tabitha Surabo Haley, who was there to enjoy the moment. 53 years as a republic. And you can't talk on the mic, a member of parliament. Why? In this one Guyana, why?
I don't know if my face shows it, but I'm in shock. As I made a decision this morning to come to the RDC Region 4 Republic Day celebration, I thought that I wasn't sure what to expect, to be quite frank. But as I got here and among the other MPs, we were greeted very cordially by even the REO of Region 4. He shook our hands and we had a lot of conversation. And the sentiments that came when the program started, by the chair, Mr. Gajraj and Nielsen McKenzie, who also spoke in the prayers. And it was a very cordial atmosphere. It was a very, it was an atmosphere that you felt comfortable that, that we are celebrating this occasion and we can hopefully work together, at least at RDC Region 4. And then I know my colleague, Kathy Hughes, who was asked to speak, did not know she was going to be asked to speak. So it wasn't a case where this was thought of before and we planned this thing for this to happen this particular way. She was not told before that she was going to speak. The chairman decided after speaking that, based on what is happening at that moment, that maybe Kathy Hughes can say a few words in the same light and manner of what he also spoke about. And the response, well, not the reaction by the REO was shocking. It was shocking not just to us as members of parliament, but it was shocking to the entire gathering that was there. When you looked around and you saw everybody's faces, the councillors on all sides, the NDC chairman from all sides, the children that were there who had to perform, and so everybody was shocked that this is the way somebody would respond to an invitation by the chairman to a sitting female member of parliament to say a few words on our Republic, 53rd Republic anniversary. Sometimes you wonder, where are we going when things like these happen? You expect a certain level of civility, a certain level of decorum at these events, and especially coming from the person who is chairing the program. And as I was told by him that he is a former military personnel, that he understands these things. And then you have the Minister of Health sitting, Dr. Frank Anthony, seeing everything that had transpired and choosing not to speak, choosing not to intervene, choosing not to say to his colleague, the REO, that it is okay. In this vein, it is okay for his fellow member of parliament to say a few words. And so when you see what transpired, you ask yourself a number of questions like, where are we going? Why is it that we have to always be so antagonistic in the face of civility? To be quite frank, there was nothing uncivil about what was said by the chairman. Everybody appreciated what he said. When he finished, everybody clapped. Even you saw the Minister of Health nodding in agreement with most of what the chairman said. So there was nothing antagonistic. There was nothing uncivil about anything that happened prior that would result in how the REO responded to the chairman's call for Ms. Cathy to say a few words. Guyanese, you have to make a decision. That is the bottom line. You see what happened. You would see what transpired between the chairman and the REO, and you hear from us. But you will make a decision as to whether or not this is the type of Guyana you want to see moving forward. A Guyana where you say one thing, but when the rubber hits the road, you see the reality of the situation, where there is no real one Guyana, there's no real unity, there's no real togetherness. It's all about force and power, and who seemingly has the backing of those in power to do and say as they please, in spite of the fact that the chairman is the most senior person at this RDC, that the REO could find it in himself to speak to act in that manner, to pull away a mic from the regional chairman, counters against everything that speaks to the decorum, protocol, and anything decent in this country. So, Guyanese, you have a decision to make as to how it is you will respond to this particular act. And as my colleague Amanda Dizier said, I think it shows that the regional, the REO should no longer be here, because it's obvious that he has no respect for the chairman and he should go. And I'm hoping that sense will prevail at some level and remove him from this position and find somebody who understands his role as REO of this region.
I think we're all trying to maybe just come to grips with what we saw happening there just now in terms of the conduct of the REO, Mr. Gadraj. Completely unacceptable in my view. But I think more importantly, what it does is that it really does indicate very clearly to the people of Guyana that this one Guyana that the government touts is really a farce. If you were following the program, I mean, the sentiments that were expressed before, even in the prayer, and the speakers who went before really spoke about us moving forward and being able to work together. And I think the REO's actions was just the complete, his actions were the complete opposite of that. What is annoying to me as well is the fact that Minister Frank Anthony was there. He is a senior functionary of the PPPC administration, and he could not bring correction to the REO. The regional chairman is the head of the region. And if he is speaking on a program, he does have the prerogative to invite comments. That is basic standing protocol. And anybody who understands anything about programs of these types, they would know that. But I think what we're seeing is just the heart. I think what happened today exposed the heart of the PPPC administration, that they believe that they can continue to fool all of the people all of the time. But what we saw here today stripped that away. And we must ask ourselves, why is it that an REO felt comfortable to snatch the microphone away from his superior, the chairman, the regional chairman? So he must be emboldened from someplace. He must, in his own mind, and I gather that he is a former military man as well. So he should understand certainly the protocols that attend to these things. And the question has to be asked, why is he comfortable doing this? What conversations would he be having that would say to him that to snatch the microphone And to disallow a sitting member of the National Assembly to speak is acceptable. I believe that really and truly, this demonstrates to the people of Guyana that this one Guyana issue is a farce, and it's a lot of talk and zero actions. And I think if President Irfan Ali is serious, he will require the resignation immediately of Mr. Gadraj, because he has not only violated just the ethics and the etiquette of his office, he has violated the spirit of this Republican status that we are celebrating here today, and that is that we must within ourselves have the ability to self-determine and to be able to build and govern Guyana. So I wait to see how this matter will be treated, and I will assume that President Ali, his failure to remove Mr. Gadraj from office, I will take that he supports his actions, and that will say to me once and for all that he, like his One Guyana mantra that he is touting, is nothing but a farce. And I will await to see how he deals with this. I think the entire Guyana will await to see how he deals with this, because the other issue I think I'm concerned with, Sherrod, is the fact that they often say, they're invited to these occasions, but they do not come. But this is what we want to say to the people of Guyana that we are talking about. There is no genuineness in their actions. It is purely for the sake of convenience and to appear as if they are inclusive, but they are not. So we'll be monitoring it. I'm deeply, deeply disappointed that such a beautiful occasion with school children looking on, that he, the REO, could not seize the opportunity to rise to the occasion of showing some level of statesmanship.
I suppose this is what you call really being in the hot seat. I felt very strongly on this, our 53rd celebration of our Republican status in Guyana. I felt very strongly from the time I woke up this morning as a representative, as a member of parliament for Region 4. I have a responsibility and a duty to be part of any celebration. And we have a lot to celebrate in this country. We have a responsibility to ensure that as members of parliament, members of an opposition, there's an opposition in every country, in every part of the world, that we have a responsibility to work towards building this new Guyana. We have a responsibility to make sure that everybody, vulnerable, strong, those that have, those that don't have, all can get a part of what Guyana must be able to offer. And that is why I came this afternoon to the celebration at the Region 4 office. I was encouraged by the prayers, all the speakers talking about unity. And yes, I was put in the hot seat when I just heard my name mentioned to come up and say a few words. And what else could I do but stand up and proceed to come and give a few words? And what would I have said? I would have added to the sentiments expressed, the sentiments that are very, very important if we are going to forge one people, one nation, and one destiny in this country. I would have spoken about healing and reconciliation, which we need so desperately in Guyana, because a regional, an REO that pulls away a microphone from a regional chairman is just in such poor taste. Just displays the fallacy, the lies of all we were talking about in this beautiful presentation this afternoon up until when we were kind of forced to leave. And it's just sad. It's sad that we cannot put away our differences and work towards a better Guyana. If we continue fighting, we will get nowhere. And you know, there was a member of the council, I don't remember his name, who actually made a statement and brought forth a quote from Helen Keller, I think it was. And we spoke about if we don't paddle together, we ain't gonna go the same place. So I am shocked. I must admit, I did not expect this. And I am saddened that on a day like today, this would happen.
Yep. Wow. You heard it there, folks. Just when you think they can't do nothing more foolish and stupid, huh? You got a Gadraj at Region 4, Region Democratic Council, Region 4, to deal with. The closer, we also spoke with the chairman after that foolishness. We also spoke with the chairman, folks. The chairman of Region 4. As you heard, the highest ranking official there, and he had the mic snatched from him. You see, by the hooligans and the thugs, the prostitutes in the PPP. And that's the closer tonight. The chairman, and what he said to us, he thought in those moments, you see, it's a pack of nonsense, you know. The closer.
Ladies and gentlemen, I come to you on this 53rd anniversary of Guyana's Republic. Very disappointed right now. Moments ago, I was at the Regional Democratic Council's Region Number 4's commemorative ceremony for the 53rd anniversary, Republic anniversary. I'm sorry I'm not so eloquent this afternoon as I normally am, but I'm rather disturbed, a bit flustered and frustrated. I'm trying to hold a certain decorum as I sit here. You know, the afternoon started very well. You know, members of parliament, members of government, stakeholders came and gathered at my RDC so that we can hoist a flag, the golden arrowhead, a symbol of unity, a symbol of nationhood in Guyana. And lo and behold, we were met with something that I've never dealt with before. We were met with the harsh, cold reality we live here with in Guyana. As I concluded my speech and my remarks as chairman of the region, I couldn't help but notice in the program it was basically male-dominated. And I wanted to add a flair. I wanted something to add to the diversity in which I spoke about in my speech, in my remarks. There, I spoke about unity, peace, and love. I spoke about Guyana. I spoke about great men, great things. I spoke about the people who were present at our ceremony. I was enjoying the afternoon. My colleagues were enjoying the afternoon. The guest speaker, the Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Frank Anthony, was enjoying the afternoon. But I must say, at the end of my speech, powers vested in me as a chairman, I invited to the podium the Honorable Catherine Hughes, a member of parliament, female member of parliament, to just add to the afternoon's ambience, to add to the unity, to give a female perspective on what was going on, to add a female voice to the 53rd celebrations. But I was met with but we were both met with contention. We were met with violence. We were met with aggression and assault on democracy, an assault on peace, an assault on unity, and an assault on love. We were met with a raging REO demanding that Ms. Hughes not speak, and demanding from me, your duly elected chairman, the microphone, so that he can carry on with the program. Now, I must say, Guyanese, that this is something that you may hear or read about on different platforms. But the video that accompanies this interview will say to you all that you need to know of what is going on in Guyana currently. I say to the powers that be, that if this is the officers that you sent to do one Guyana and to represent the government, then you have a far way to go. And the Guyanese people have much to desire from the people that you place in these appointments.
I call on the powers that be to have Mr. Gajraj, the regional executive officer, severely reprimanded for his actions and removed as a regional executive officer of this region. I call on my councillor and every right-thinking Guyanese to call him out and to condone this activity, to not condone this activity in which he was a part of. To say that to a female, this is not how you are treated in the public sphere. And to say to the government, the ball is left in your court to do this, to bring this disciplinary action, and to show to the Guyanese people that is one Guyana that we're living in, and not separate Guyanas whereby a member of parliament cannot have their say at a small ceremony to commemorate the Republican status of Guyana. The ball is in your court. I'm utterly disappointed, and this should not be the Guyana that that the next generations and our children have to live in. At this program had members of the government, members of the opposition, regional officials, officials from the Neighborhood Democratic Council, members of the disciplinary services, and most importantly, school children who would have seen the callous actions of the regional executive officer displayed against the duly elected regional chairman and a female member of parliament while being viewed and audienced by a sitting minister of government. The ball is in your court.
And just in case you missed it, folks, just in case you missed it, you know, that was the closer. But in case you missed that moment when Gajrat there at the Region 4 Democratic Office became very undemocratic and acting on behalf of the PPP decides that a member of parliament, a female member of parliament, can't speak. Everything was going good, right? And then the demons start manifesting itself. Here's that moment again. Here's that moment again. Just in case you missed it.
Ask Ms. Catherine Hughes to make some brief remarks. I know I put you on the spot now. Very brief remark before we go on to the other speakers. Thank you very much,
You hand me the mic now.
Sir, I'm not chairing this meeting. Sir, I'm the chairman of this meeting.
Excuse me.
I am the chairman of this meeting.
Excuse me.
I am the chairman of this meeting. Don't do it again. Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Excuse me, Ario, you gotta know your position. Something is wrong. Minister, this is how we're going with the
There is a program, and it's not in the code. The chairman of
No. But this makes sense. This makes sense.
and we need to stick to the program. It is the program.
Yes, I ain't there on this stupidness here. This is nonsense.
You can receive a contract.
That's gonna do it for us tonight, folks. That's our time. That's our program. Yeah, that's our time, folks. Got dropped. Region Democratic Office for the REO acting on the PPP's orders. Don't cut where you can't fetch. You see? Don't cut where you can't fetch. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's our time, folks. And that's our program. Thanks for staying with us. Yvonne McPherson and Chanel Wills, Crystal Simon, Paulette Haynes, Wanda Hudson. It's after hours. Yvonne McPherson, Commissioner Cole, Gajrat, and the Region 4 office there. Yeah. Carmelita Pitt, them boys acting up, Andrew Griffith. That's our time, and that's our program. Stay safe, folks. Stay safe. Yeah. He's one of them. He's one of them. Stay safe, folks. That's our time, and that's our program. Stay safe. That's it.